Hi everyone! So let me just share my live to my Facebook page. Hi! And while waiting for 2 million viewers. Naks. How I wish, diba? Sana magdilang ang hell talaga ako. Sana. Okay. Hi. It really takes time to load in our, our Facebook business page. I just want to share it before I'll do live so that, ikalat natin ang pagmumukha natin. Yes. Okay, and we are live. Hello everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening po sa inyong lahat. Saan man kayo sa mundo and wherever you are right now. My name is Julianne. I'm a business owner and a business mentor, and I help individuals to jumpstart their online digital business. So, yes. I'm here today. Hi, Zach. Thank you for coming into my live. Aba, you're not busy, ah. And yes, today is our 30th day of our 90 Days Success Challenge. Oh, wow. Nakaisang buwan na. Dapat pala may balloon ako dito. Hi, Kuya Art. I saw your live a while ago. Wow, that's a good start. Ano yun? Kick-off mo? Start kick-off? Oh, ba? So, yes. Today is my 30th day of 90 Days Success Challenge. And we will gonna be talking all about our sharing our journey to achieve balance. Balance, hindi balance sa ano ha, sa balancing kumbaga, sa math or anything, but it's a work-life balance, o diba? The relationship of the work and life. How to achieve, how to balance it for healthy living, diba? For living, Pilipino nga talaga, living ka. Ay, just Lordy. So yes, paano nga ba na-achieve ang work-life balance? So it's an ongoing process actually if we're gonna talk about work-life balance relationship, because 'di ba iba-iba tayo ng takbo ng buhay, and every day is a new day. Every day is inevitable. We don't know what's gonna happen next. So it's a working progress kung baga ang work-life relationship. Hi, Sis Arlene. Thank you for watching and coming to my live. So yes, and managing time and energy to maintain a healthy living, ensuring that we will able to fulfill our professional, kita manan professional ko. Ano nangyari sa dila ko ngayon? Okay, so work-life balance. So we're able to manage our time and energy so that we can be productive, and we can be fulfill our duties personally and professionally. Ano ba yan? Yun. So, ano nga ba ang mga ginawa ko, how to maintain this work-life balance or equilibrium, kumbaga. Equilibrium pa, may physics. So, hi Christine, hi Mag. Uy, Mag, thank you for coming into my live, and Tita Beth. So, actually, work-life balance is, yun nga sinabi ko, it's a working progress, because every day is a new day. Every day is new situation. So dapat flexible tayo sa mga ganyan. But what guys, what I learned when I came here in the US, because in the Philippines, working in the Philippines or working in Middle East, ito lang ang share ko. Mahirap timbangin kumbaga kasi lalo na sa Pilipinas, 'di ba? All here are Filipinos, and you can relate too, especially for teachers back home, right? Even if they go home, they all have this lesson plan. Tulad ng nanay ko, nakikita ko yung nanay ko kasi my mom is a teacher. So nakikita ko na kahit na papasok na nga, maagang pumasok, 6:30 papasok yan just to open the classroom, to open the windows, to clean the board, to prepare everything. 6:30 aalis yan sa bahay. Tapos uuwi siya mga 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock gabi na. So she rarely has that time to, to sit with us with dinner, makipagkwentuhan. Tapos pagkatapos ng dinner, kakain lang yan na mag-isa sa kusina. Tapos gagawin na niya yung lesson plan. So we always saw that in the Philippines, sa Pilipinas, lalo na sa Pilipinas. Ganyan ang halos nangyayari kapag talagang professional ka or professor or any kind of job naman sa Pilipinas, basta may trabaho kang disente, ang hirap balansehin ang mga oras kasi nakita ko yan sa nanay ko, and she's a really hard worker teacher kumbaga, kasi yun nga, busy sa mga lesson plan, pati Sabado busy din yan. Kasi Sabado, magkakat yan ng mga papers. Ewan ko, ang dami-daming mga ginagawa namin. Tinutulungan pa namin para magkat ng mga papers for classroom decorations, yung ganyan ba. So parang nakita ko na ang hirap. Tapos nung nagtrabaho ako sa Pilipinas, ganun din. Parang ano ba naman ito, walang oras na walang oras sa sarili at walang oras na magbakasyon kasi ang hirap mag-ipon ng bakasyon doon. They will just give you like, for where I volunteered, they will just give you like 15 days for a year. 15 days vacation for a year. Tapos hindi pa pwedeng pagsabayin mo yung 15 days na yon. You have to break it, that 15 days to get that 15 days off. Kumbaga, yun yung nakita ko doon. So, when I came here in the US, I was able to see that they give importance to, work-life balance, na kumbaga nakita nila para hindi ma-burn out yung mga staff nila, yung mga workers nila. So, I saw that they give importance on that one. Kasi, like for example, they were able to let you work every other weekend. Lalo na dito sa California, we work every other weekend. At least may days na you will enjoy with your family. That's what yung nakita ko. Tapos yung isa pa is hindi sila stricto sa if you're sick, you're sick. If you will call in sick, you are really sick, and they will just give you time off without any other questions. And then they will let you have vacation as long as you have PTO hours, right? And they give importance also. They will give you like bereavement leave just to be with your family, or sick leave hours for family. They will give that. That's what I enjoyed, or na-amaze ako nung pumunta ako dito, kasi you can differentiate from back home to here. Tapos, hi Dims! Aba, nanonood ang aking mother. Hi, Mags! So, yun yung napansin ko na diferensya, at saka nagandahan ako from Philippines moving here. But, the thing is, nurses tayo, di ba? Malaki ang sahod. And ang tendency, we want to, because we have a lot of expenses, we have a family to help back home, the tendency, we overwork ourselves. Kahit na may mga ganun na binigay yung organization or yung hospital that you are working with, especially for nurses here, we have the union that fights for us, that fights our rights. Like, for example yung every other weekend, walang continuous na every Sunday na work, that you should get every other Sunday din, di ba? And more time to have more time to your family. Tapos they will, yung schedule nyo talagang bawal din yung dire-diretsong 5 days. Parang you will have at least 4 days straight if you are working 12 hours, but the tendency for us nurses, because we help, especially for Filipinos, because we help a lot of families back home, we have a big family relationship back home. That's why the tendency we overwork ourselves just to help our family, and the tendency we don't even care our health. We don't think of our health, we don't think our body, we don't think our mind, na hindi na natin napapansin na we are burnt out already, and we are stressed out already, stressed out financially, emotionally, physically, and emotionally. Yun yung ano. So having this work-life balance in our life. Hi, Tita Ellie. Tita Lot. Thank you for watching. Having this work-life balance is a very big help, because we will be able to, be more productive, have more energy, and more healthy living. Hindi lang sa healthy living na yung sa katawan natin, but emotionally, physically, 'di ba? At saka ano ba to? Ano pa ba? Yung sa minds, sa health sa mind din, especially sa mindset natin. So those are the importance of why we are having this life work balance. So may mga bagay na dapat natin gawin. Like for me, when I work back home, I don't have any boundaries. I don't set any, I don't prioritize, or I don't know how to say no. Oh, di ba? I'm very poor at time management, and I don't delegate work. And nahirapan din akong mag-adjust. Pero nung pumunta ako dito, that's the things that I've learned. You have to work smart, 'di ba? Yung iba, they're abusing it. But ikaw, of course, you have to, learn also how to take care of yourself. So the first thing is set boundaries. So how do you set boundaries? Pag sa work, dito yung napansin ko, at saka dito yung natutunan ko, kasi dati pag nag-work ako, I'm doing the extra work at home. Tapos may nagsabi sa akin na, no, you should not be doing that. You should not be doing your health stream. You should not be doing your courses back home. When you're at home, just enjoy your home, enjoy your family, enjoy your husband, enjoy your kids. Yun yung mga sinasabi nila. At saka yun yung natutunan ko nung nandito ako. So I was able to do that. So when I'm at home, I'm not doing any extra work from the hospital, or I don't even open my emails. And then I was able to learn how to prioritize. Like yung family mo, pag may, hi Sarah, congratulations. So tulad ng family mo, you should prioritize your family, and that's what the good thing here, because they prioritize your family, na kahit na sabihin mo lang na konting may problema sa bahay, or konting nagkasakit yung asawa mo or your kid, they will let you home. So yun yung dapat nabigyan mo ng importansya, not like back home, kahit na nagkasakit yung lola mo, nagkasakit yung ano mo, hindi mo pa rin pwedeng iwan yung trabaho mo. But here, they're giving some importance. And you should take advantage of that one, because here you're allowed to do that. And they care more of your, your health, your mental health. So that's why they know if you're stressed mentally, they will let you go home. Kahit na sabihin mo na you're not comfortable, or you're very uncomfortable, they will understand you. That's the good thing of the culture here. Unlike back home, that it's so hard to open up things like that, because they don't usually understand that. But here they give importance to mental health. So once you're stressed out or anything, just voice it out, and that's what I learned here. Just voice it out, and they will listen, they will understand you, and they will let you go. So yun yung kagandahan. Tapos what I learned is learn to say no. Don't say yes. Yung oo ka lang ng oo. At saka yung natutunan ko dito is I've learned how to delegate because we Filipinos, we are all hard workers. We don't know how to delegate. Yung parang aakuin na lang natin because we know that we can. Sinasabi na lang natin sa sarili natin na kaya ko, kaya ko. Wag na, kaya ko. But as time goes by, yung nagiging kawawa, yung hindi mo napapansin yung katawan mo. So that's what I've learned that I will be able to, delegate. May mga tao ka naman may mga co-workers ka and should be working as a team, as a teamwork. Kaya dapat i-delegate mo, tulungan, pasahan. Hindi yung porket kaya mo, kasi naman talaga kaya natin lahat. Hindi lang porket kaya mo, kakayanin mo. Especially for, ito na lang ha, for example, taking care of a patient who's overweight. Diba? Sa ating pag minsan, nahiya tayong humingi ng tulong because, especially for us nurses, pag minsan the tendency we are shy to ask for help because we know that we can, and we are thinking that they are also busy, they are doing something. So the tendency is we are doing it alone. And naiipon-ipon yun. Ngayon, tendency will be having back pain, we will be having body pains, o diba? Tsaka yung pasyente din, kawawa din yung pasyente. Sa kahihila-hila mo, nasasaktan na din pala yung pasyente na you don't even know. So it's better to ask help and delegate your work and learn to say no, o diba? Yeah. Learn to say no. Hi, Cheryl. Thank you for coming in. Yes, sabi ni Jins. O, diba? True. Hilain na lang natin ang heavy patient. Yeah, that's what is really happening if we don't know how to delegate, if we don't know how to say no. Yun yung nangyayari sa atin. And the tendency, tayo ang nagiging kawawa. Tayo ang nagiging nasasaktan, o diba? And the second is schedule or time management. I was able to learn how to manage my time when I was here because napansin ko na when coming here in the US, everything has an appointment. Sa Pilipinas, walang appointment. There's no appointments in the Philippines. You can just go and then, hi doc, I'm here. But pati sa dentist, you will just go knock and then, hi doc, I'm here. I'm here for tooth extraction. But here, there's nasanay sa appointment. So I was like, what the heck? Kailangan pala ng mga appointment. And that's what I learned, that yes, you have to manage your time. And doing this, at least pag may appointment, o diba, nakikita mo na ang mga gagawin mo ngayong araw, na ma-manage mo na yung mga oras mo, at least hindi na magulo, at least nagiging productive ka pag ganun yung nangyayari. And at tatapos mo na lahat ang mga dapat mong tapusin. And the good thing is, you did not miss any opportunities. Yun yung kagandahan, opportunities, lalo na opportunities pag may na-miss ka, o diba? And lastly is adjustment. Yung ano nga bang natutunan ko sa adjustment, pag-a-adjust, maybe it's because sa atin namang Pilipino walang problema. We Filipinos are easy to, mingle with, easy to talk with. Hi Rachel, easy to talk with, and then and very flexible ang Pilipino. So kahit na anong iba mo sa Pinay or Pinoy, they can adjust. And they are very, very flexible. Doon naman ako believe sa mga Pilipino, di ba? Pero yung mga previous na sinabi ko na yung boundaries, yung prioritization, learn to say no, doon tayo mahina eh. And yung delegation of work, doon tayo mahina. Lalo na sa ating mga Filipinos. And it's because of our culture. And the good thing is that's what I've learned here when I started in the United States. Yes, and we cope easily. Yes, tama ka, Sis Rachel. Oh, teacher na teacher, Sis Rachel eh. Yes, and that's what the big thing that I saw with my mom, because she's a teacher back home. That's why I saw how working hard in the Philippines is comparing here in the US, compared here in the US. So talagang makikita mo yung yung difference ng work doon at work dito. And yeah, so when I came here, I was able to, masasabi mo na madali ang trabaho ng pagiging nurse actually dito sa US. If you are a nurse or if you're anyone else, because delegation of work talagang nakatoka yan eh. They all have job descriptions. So, not like back home that we don't have any job descriptions. Kung teacher ka, teacher ka, tagalinis ka, tagawalis, naging janitor ka na, o di ba? Sasamahan mo pa yung mga bata na iihi, tatae. Yan. Dito sa US, they all have assistants, o di ba? So that's the good thing about here. But because of the easy work that we see, nag-overtime tayo. And because of financial needs, nag-overtime tayo. Tendency is we overwork ourselves just to earn money for family back home and to have a comfortable lives for our kids and for the family at least, di ba? But having this work-life balance is a must kasi it really helps you as a person, grow as a person, having a more productive, more energized, and more fulfilling. Nakaka-fulfill ba sa sarili, not only for personal but your relationship to your family, especially to your husband and kids, and to your profession too, di ba? Nagiging productive ka. So that's the good thing. But yung a piece of advice lang para sa yes, tama si Zapra na sabi niya, you end up learning the hard way when you hurt yourself. That's the time that you will learn to say no. Yes, but too late na. Don't wait those times, right? That you already hurt your back. Tsaka mo lang matutunan na magno-no sa mga lalo na pag may mga hihingi ng tulong, we always say yes, yes, yes. Oh my, kakilala ako dyan. I have a friend who's like that. So that's what I'm telling. Because for me, dati ganyan ako, but right now, all the pains, I can feel now the aches, the back aches, the hip pain, the leg pain, may varicose veins na ako lumalabas. That's why, and this is the time that I'm starting to say no to other people, no? Lalo na sa pagtulong sa work. I have to finish first, or I have to do first my job before I'm gonna help with other people. That's setting clear boundaries too. So ito ang piece of advice. Yes, to maintain sanity, sabi ni Zapra. And this is a piece of advice to everyone. If everyone is a hard worker naman, di ba? And you don't have to wait like us we don't have to, you don't have to wait na talagang pagod na yung katawan mo, or hindi na kaya ng katawan mo, or malapit ka nang mag-retire, or retired ka na, tsaka mo maisipan na may iba pang paraan para makahanap ka ng mas balancing buhay. So wag mong antayin 'yon. So if someone is offering you an opportunity that is like this, that I encountered 11 months ago, try to listen or try to check it. Because this might give you a good balanced life, right? Like for me, I was able to find this opportunity 11 months ago through a friend. Hindi pa naman huli, maaga pa. So pwede ko pang habulin, pwede ko pang gawin ang gusto ko. But the thing is, it somewhat gave me a balanced life, because I was able to have more time at home with my husband. And the others, I can see that they have more time with their families. They have more time to do what they love to do, like to travel, like to spend more time with the having vacation, going back home to spend time with their families, and give something or share their blessings to their families. So this is a piece of advice that, if try to check this opportunity that we are giving you or we are sharing you. It is an opportunity. It's a business actually, but I think starting to a business, because we're not Filipinos, we're not taught to have a business. We are taught to be a employee. We are taught to be working in a company, to have this profession, to have this bachelor's degree, to work for a company, right, or to work for the government. We are taught to be like that. But that's one of yung nasasayangan ako na bakit nga ba hindi tinuro, kasi my family is is they are working, working in a government, working in a company. No one has a business, but having a business might help you to give you a to reach your dream, because having this full-time job is a good job, right? Because it gives your daily necessities or yung mga kailangan mo sa pang-araw-araw. But habang kaya pa, nasabi ni Sis Cheryl, habang kaya pa, try to build a business of your own na masasabi mong sarili mo, na ikaw ang CEO, di ba? Kasi that one will give you more time. That one will be your dream. So when you're working on that one and working at the same time your full-time job, then that will give you time freedom, di ba? Time freedom, financial stability, yan. And then you're working also for your retirement, so that when you retire, your business is already stabilized. You can retire early and enjoy your remaining years with your family or your dream life, right? So yan yung kagandahan. So just try to check it, because this business was able to give me more time actually. I'm working before as a nurse, and I'm picking up, staying over for overtimes, picking up shifts, looking for per diems, and napagod na kasi nararamdaman mo na yung sakit sa likod, parang nararamdaman mo na burned out ka na, you're emotionally stressed, lalo na yung at saka mentally, yun yung lagi kong inaano, na mental health talaga naapektuhan na, kasi nadidepress ka na kasi work home, you don't have any more time to see the outside world, kumbaga. Sabi ni Jean, sa Pinas hindi binibigyan ng high regard ang mga business owners. Yes, hindi nila alam na dito pala nila makukuha ang time freedom. Yes, because this if you're that's the thing, right? So yun yung tendency, yun yung umabot pa ako sa na stress ka na, burnout ka na, tsaka ka lang mag-iisip ng masakit na yung katawan mo, di ba? May back pain ka na, and then that's the only time that you will be thinking of building a business. But if they offer you earlier, is better, right? Because you can still do it. You can still work for it at the same time with your full-time job. So that the tendency is you will have more time freedom earlier. You can retire early, and then you're building your retirement as well. And yun yung nagustuhan ko dito sa business na to. Kasi I was able to, hindi na ako naghanap ng second job actually. And then I'm not planning to, because having this business is already a gold mine. Like it gives me a security, because I'm working for it, and then I know that I'm working for my time management, my time freedom. I'm working for my financial stability, and then I'm working for my retirement as well. And because I don't have kids, for those who have kids, they are working for the legacy of their kids, right? They when they work, na-stabilize na nila, and they think that they don't need it anymore, they can pass it to their kids and to their parents as well. So yun yung maganda sa business na ito. That's why I'm encouraging everyone. Encouraging? O ba? Ang lalim naman nun, encouraging. so, so a piece of advice lang na magandang tingnan na magkaroon ng business, di ba? At saka yung ino-offer ko, it's a good one because it has all those benefits and it has a good platform. That is why. So if you're thinking of a side hustle for now and a full-time later on, then I think this is a good fit for you. So try to check it, guys. So yun lang ang gusto kong i-share sa inyo, and hope na lahat may natutunan, 'di ba, sa work-life balance sa relationship. Hi, Sis Mavic. Yes, sabi ni Cheryl is, yes, kasi nasanay tayo na working for others. Yes, happy na tayo na may work, but then mas okay pa palang maging business owner. It is true what they say, walang yumayaman na empleyado. Yes, tama ka dyan. Kung super lucky ka or you are born rich, yun na lang. Buti na lang we find this business, o di ba? May chance pa. So really having and that's what I've learned talaga na nung pumasok ako sa business, na it's a good thing to have talaga ang may business, and magandang ibulsa dahil talagang kailangan naman talaga aside from your full-time job, di ba? Because this might be your big shot to reach your dream in a way. So, yes, for those guys who weren't able to, hi, Sis Annette! Nandito, nakahabol. So, for those guys who weren't able to, catch up my live for today, you can watch it later on for the replay. And I really hope that I was able to share something, o diba? Kaya yung nakalagay dyan, work to live, don't live to work. Kasi yung tendency nangyayari, lalo na dito sa Amerika, we have all those, yun nga, yung sinasabi ko kanina na we have all those advantages. We should take advantage of those na yun nga, na dito, lalo na dito sa California, they are giving us every other weekend. They don't let us work for more than 4 days na straight if you're working 12 hours. Diba? Yun yung kagandahan at saka may mga bereavement leave, may mga PTO hours, may mga vacation hours, may educational hours. Grab those opportunities. Don't overuse it. But the tendency, we want to help other people. We want to help our families back home. Nag-overtime na lang tayo. So, doon na tayo nakatira sa trabaho natin. We don't go home and enjoy what we have, right? Like our house. We barely enjoy our home because we work all the time at the hospital. So, work to live, don't live to work. Yun nga ang kasabihan. And may solusyon. Yung sinasabi ko, may solusyon. Pwede mo naman gawin yon at saka magtipid, di ba? Magtrabaho ka. Pero magtitipid ka naman, pero kapag gusto mo ng extra, then I have this business that I can show you guys. Just look at the overview and you will really like it. I will not for sure that you will not regret in learning what kind of business is this. And especially if you want to take care of your health, this is it. This is a good opportunity for you. This is a good chance for you, di ba? To reach your dream, to have that time freedom and financial freedom, and to work for your retirement, di ba? So, yun lang. So, if you want to check our business, yun yung sinasabi kong solusyon. If you want to to check this business that I encountered 11 months ago, you can check on my website. My link is down below, www.josonkit.com, and you will able to see the overview of the business. And if you want to learn more about a wise man takes in the sabi ni Sis Zapra last, a wise man takes in the advice of others. Don't wait for experience to teach you lessons in life. before learning to take action. Yes, right? So, this is a piece of advice. So because I've been going there, but I'm very lucky, and I'm very happy that I encountered it before everything else. But I'm getting there already, that it's too late. But I don't wait, or don't tell to yourself that it's late already, right? Kahit na late, may pag-asa pa yan, sabi nga nila eh. Pero ang advice lang namin, habang maaga pa, habang pwede pa, habang kaya pa. So, at saka, habang maganda pa tayo at bata pa tayo, para ma-enjoy ang life. So yun. So, yes, check on my website, www.josonkit.com, to see the overview of what we are doing, or just approach your friend, your mentor who shared to you this business, to check it, okay? And then if you want to proceed, there is a actually there is I cannot, because you can see it in the overview, but I advise you to see the overview at least para makita nyo kung ano ba talaga ang ginagawa namin, and then proceed to step 2. Proceed to step 2, and then see it black and white. See the blueprint of our business. And then, if you want to, if you don't like to proceed, and if you think that this is not a good fit for you, you can always refund. You can always back out, right? Ang gusto lang namin is, yung goal ko lang, sharing this, is for you to see the beauty of it. Yun lang. Pag napanood nyo na at ayaw nyo, I'm very, very happy. Kahit na hindi kayo mag-proceed, kahit na magbaback out kayo, or if something is setting you back, that's why you back out, I will be very, very happy, because I'll be the happiest person, because I was able to share you the beauty of this business. Yun lang yung parang goal ko dito. Yung gusto ko lang makita niyo yung kagandahan ng business na ito, kasi you will not see this platform to other businesses out there. Yun lang ang masasabi ko, kasi and it's a good business to have. So thank you so much, everyone, and hope I was able to share something for today's Go Live. And naka-isang buwan na pala kami. My gosh, another 2 months, but I will be very happy, and I'm enjoying it actually. So thank you guys. See you again tomorrow for the 31st day of our 90 Days Success Challenge. And stay productive, stay pretty, stay energized, everyone, and stay healthy. Have a blessed Tuesday, everyone, and good morning sa Pilipinas. Happy Wednesday. Gising na mga kapatid, at garden tayo manalin kunada. Thank you for watching, guys. Bye-bye.